Rabbi Cohen was part of the original group of 10 Yigdal, 10 Kollel fellows that came to Chicago. He had a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of geschmack in learning. About 31 years ago, we started shir on Thursday night. Rabbi Cohen used to give this shir and everyone loved it. It was a new experience for Chicago because before that time, I don't know if there were too many shiurim around like that.
As soon as he came here, he developed very strong connections with many Balabatim. His shiurim were very popular. In fact, I learned with him the Chavrusa.
I've known Rabbi Zev Cohen for most of his 30 years in Chicago. From the time the rabbi arrived in our shul 25 years ago to today, you can't compare one to the other.
Those of you who know my father-in-law know that he is probably the most unique rabbi you'll ever meet. Being involved in many different walks of life and really thriving in every single matzav and every single situation that he's been in gives him a unique perspective on what Hashem wants from every type of yachid, a unique perspective in being able to help, being able to find those proper words.
What is most outstanding, what is a major theme in his life, and it still is the emphasis on Limud Torah and trying to make available every type of situation for anyone that came into the shul, regardless of gender and of age, to be able to learn Torah on different levels.
Take a cookie, baby.
The 25 years that Rabbi Cohen has been Rav of this shul, the shul has had exponential growth. You know, all you have to do is look around. We have a shul that Kanai Nahara has 4 minyanim every Shabbos morning, 3 or 4 minyanim for Mincha, Ma'ariv every day. We have a beis medrash that's being used on a daily basis.
Growing up with my father and my parents as being involved in the shul and the larger community taught me how wonderful people can be. You know, you get a little bit of a backstage pass. You see the amount of hours that go into a finely tuned shir coming out.
The feelings that come to mind first when thinking about what it means to have had the schus to grow up in my home are a beautiful, balanced combination of Torah and family. Playing in the JCC Little League was exciting. You know, we felt that love that everybody knew our father as a rabbi and as a Talmud Chacham, and we knew that he loved playing catch with us.
We see at home much more, and we see that the shul is not just a job that my father-in-law does, it's our family.
My friendship with Michal, which really goes back to the first year that the Chicago Community Kollel came to Chicago. She's very, very highly respected in the social work community, and she has done amazing things for people.
She's brilliant, she's wise, she's an amazing friend, she's smart, she's sensitive.
I walk into places that people are like, oh, I went to your mother's marriage class, I go to your mother's Sunday night class. One person was telling me, she's like, do you think I could randomly call your mother? Because she looks like one of these role models that I would love to have. Will she meet with me? Is she like a scary Rebbetzin? And I was like, absolutely not.
An outstanding asset for the community, the work she does for Daughters of Israel, and the work she does in terms of her social work and all the people she helps.
About 22, 23 years ago, it became apparent that we needed to really work on building an Eruv in West Rogers Park. That it would be one of the key factors to maintain our community, and Rabbi Cohen and I, and also Rabbi Yosef Weinkrantz, really were behind the building of the West Rogers Park Eruv.
together I helped with Rabbi Cohen to create and funded the Cohen Mishpat Kollel.
I think that tonight is a celebration of 25 years of it's 25 years of family. We started out here in the shul. I guess you could say we were kids. We were young, and we have grown with the shul. We've raised our family in the shul. The shul is family to us. If I could use one great idea that my husband has had, he's Torah man. And I'm proud to be Torah man's wife. My husband has a passion for Torah. He lives, eats, and breathes Torah.
Part of his personality is his enthusiasm.
He's a powerhouse.
Rabbi Cohen's ability constantly to be very enthusiastic.
If he hears a good question, he goes crazy.
The enthusiasm that he had, the sense of humor that he had, the ability to smile, the ability to laugh, he comes with the same geschmack.
To me. Rented a car yesterday.
When I first met Rabbi Zev Cohen, who was then Zev Cohen, when I first walked in, everything seemed fine. Then he sat down, I said, oh my goodness, he has tasseled shoes. I don't like a boy who wears tasseled shoes. But you see, it worked out just fine. The rest is history.
I need not tell you that this marriage has done so much for so many people, for the shul and for Klal Yisrael.
The fact that I was on a farm for the first 11 summers of my life in this town called Millis, Massachusetts, has had a terrific impact on me as both as a husband, a father, and as a Rav.
My parents in general are definitely into nature and showing us the geschmack of the world and showing us the neflos habora. Anytime we're near a farm, my father will stand there and scream to the cows, "Kumbayas, come here," and he'll talk to them, and I think in his mind he thinks they're going to talk back.
Tonight the shul is honoring my wife, because without my wife, I wouldn't be here. Without my wife, I wouldn't be a Rav. Without my wife, we wouldn't be in Chicago. If I'm allowed to say such a thing, Torah Zikr is the theme of the show. Many people have asked me what it means. Torah Zikr means Torah is the Ikr. And that's it. And it's the foundation of Judaism. It's the life of Klal Yisrael. It's delicious, it's sweet, it's incredibly inspiring. Torah Zikr was really a little bit of a mantra in our house as well. There was a period in our lives where I would wake up our children after they fell asleep and ask them what's the Ikr, and they would say Torah. And now with our grandchildren, Baruch Hashem, Torah Zikr has continued in our family to be a theme for us as well.
Say your favorite thing is Torah the Ikr. It's the Ikr. Torah is the Ikr. Torah is the Ikr.